marrying actually adds to the problems in your life if you have not addressed those problems already. It will just amplify your problems in life if you get married without dealing with your problems appropriately. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. You are welcome to my channel. My name is Emmanuel Junior Asan. If this is your first time of joining me on my channel, I will kindly ask you to hit the subscribe button, like my videos, and then share it with others to promote the channel. Alright, so in this video we are talking about the misconceptions about marriage, or misconceptions that people have when they are already in marriage or in a relationship. So this channel is about life, it's about love, and it's about marriage. So let's get right into it. We spoke about some other misconceptions in 2 other videos. So if you haven't watched those videos, the links are somewhere around here. Just click them and then watch them, and maybe come back and continue with this video, or you can just watch the video. So misconception number 7, some people are advised, or some people have the conception that you do not need money to get married to someone. Well, I don't think that is true, because you need a lot of money. You need money to be able to marry someone, to get married to someone, or even sustain your marriage. You need a lot of money. Now, you see, this particular thing, I think, can or might be true in the older generation's time. Those days there wasn't a lot of competition when it comes to businesses, when it comes to things that you want to do to make money. There wasn't a lot of competition. There wasn't the demand, or there wasn't so much value on money. What people valued most, you see, it's like assets, things that you have, maybe gold, maybe silver, maybe something, land, property. Those are the things that were of so much value. But now those things have been converted into physical cash or electronic cash, which can help you to do so many things. So in our time, when you do not have money, it will be very, very difficult for you to, get married, and then secondly, even sustain your marriage. Now in this generation, I don't think, you'll be able to find a lady who will say that, as a guy, I'm speaking from the point of a guy now, I don't think you'll find a lady who will be able to say that, oh, I would get married to this guy although he doesn't have money. It's very hard for you to find a lady like that. Even when you find a lady like that, it means that the lady has the eyes on something. The lady is looking at something in you. That is how come, if you don't have physical cash right now, the lady will decide to stay with you or to spend the rest of their life with you. The lady can love you, can claim she loves you, and on and on and on and on. But if you don't have money, things become difficult. When you get into the marriage, then bills start coming. Rent, if you don't have your own house, something like that. Food. When babies start coming, babies are expensive. How are you going to sort out your house? How are you going to sort out your home? Things you are going to eat. Occasions, holidays, and all these things. Your wife, if she's not in a certain mindset, will see some others chilling, having fun, and then she is in the house because there's no money. It will bring a lot of emotional burden onto you when you do not have money. So when somebody tells you that you don't need money to get married, the person is setting you up for a lot of problems in the future, and don't accept or take that. Your legs or your feet has to be on something before you start making that decision to go and marry someone. If you don't do that, you have so many regrets, and that is a very serious thing. So the misconception is that you don't need money to marry. No, you need money. You need to have money to be able to get married and have a lot of joy in your marriage, because the money, when it's around, so many problems in marriage can or may be solved when there is money. Life becomes easier, or life will be much more easier in your marriage when there is some money around. So there you have it, the 7th misconception about marriage. Then misconception number 8. It is believed that, or it is conceived by some people, that you need to marry early. Well, I don't think that is very, very true. That is highly subjective when it comes to the family from which you are coming from, both of you are coming from, and then the area or the country in which you find yourself. Right now in Ghana, things are hard, very hard. So you as a young person right now, you have this mindset that you need to marry early. And you haven't figured out your way around life yet. You are still struggling to sort out yourself. You are still struggling, to get a consistent source of income into your pocket. You are still struggling, to know what exactly you are good at. Now, this is someone who will also go and take somebody who is equally struggling to figure out her life or his life, when it comes to purpose and all those things on this earth. The person is also struggling. Now, two struggling people are coming together because they believe that they have to marry early. Then you see that in the marriage, there will be chaos. For the first week, first month, 2 months, things might seem to be fine. But after some time, major issues begin to come in because everybody is trying to figure out their way in life. Now, if you find yourself in Ghana, where I come from, you begin to see that religiously and culturally, it is expected that you, a woman, you are respectful, you are submissive to your husband, you do things your husband will ask you to do, all those things. So, now he's trying to figure out his life. You're also trying to figure out your life, but you have to dump yours and then support him. That is what religion or culture will tell you in Ghana. Great. So then you see that you want to do certain things, but you can't. But because you have married early, you have to help your husband. Then problems begin to come up. Fights here and there, misunderstandings here and there, and on and on. And you bring unnecessary pressure and unnecessary burden on yourself. Or if this is something that you consider, you believe in, then it means that your parents are kind of okay. Your parents have done something, very very solid down for you before you are getting married. So you don't have to bother about houses, about rent, about bills, about this, about that, about that, about that. You have to worry about so many things because some of these things have been sorted out by your parents before you are getting married as early as you want. So if these things are in place, I don't see anything wrong. I don't see anything wrong with the conception of getting married early. But getting married early is not something you should believe in and think that it will work when you get married. You'll be fine, you do this, you do that. No. You are just going to have more problems in your life. Because if you look at it, you may not be matured enough to be able to handle somebody else. You yourself, you are not even able to handle yourself. At that particular time, you are thinking of marrying early. Your emotions are flying here and there. You can't control yourself when certain things are bothering you here and there. You can't, organize your life in a certain way. Now you are coming to take somebody who is equally at the same level or even worse than you are. You can imagine what will happen after these things. So I'm not saying don't marry early. You can. But make sure that some of these things are in place before you get married if you want to marry early. If these things are not in place, please don't burden yourself. You are going to be frustrated in life if you think that marrying early is something that you have to do. No. There's nothing wrong if you marry late in life. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. If somebody tells you there's something wrong with marrying late in life, the person is probably not seeing things in a certain way, or the person is not very, very much informed about certain things. So, misconception number 8 is that you do not need to marry early in life, or marrying early in life is not something you should be, so much excited about. No. Then, misconception number 9 is that people believe that marriage brings you luck, or people marry because they think that when you marry, you get lucky. No. When you marry, you do not get lucky at all. When you are coming from the angle of Christianity, there is this scripture that is quoted, which is, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. The content of that favor from the Lord, nobody knows. It is not a favor that is going to cause human beings to help you in times of need. No. It may not be that. It probably may be. But if you get married with the mindset that you are going to be lucky after marrying, you will be disappointed. Some ladies, They just want to marry because they believe that marrying solves all their problems. It does not work like that. Marrying actually adds to the problems in your life if you have not addressed those problems already. It will just amplify your problems in life if you get married without dealing with your problems appropriately. So you don't marry to get lucky. You don't marry to get a job. Maybe the job that you are in, they require a married person to occupy the position. That is fine. That is a blessing. That is okay. But that is not luck. You are simply preparing for something and you have it. That is it. So marriage does not bring you luck. No. If you have that mindset before you are deciding to marry, you are going to be heavily disappointed. So thank you for joining me on this episode once again on the misconceptions about marriage. If you are new to my channel, consider subscribing to the channel, hit the like button, and share this content with others. Thank you and have a wonderful day.